lying your ass up. There is no virtual reality. When God made you and me, before we came out of the womb, you know who you are and what you are. Later on, when you grow up and you see things, and you start believing that you could be something that it sounds good, but you know it ain't right. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man. That's it. Whatever you want to do in the closet, that's your business. So I'm okay with that. I am like this with my brother Dave Chappelle.
So this is where we enter the twilight zone. But it's a twilight zone, again, everything is a point of observation. A twilight zone to a mainstream journalist will be perfectly bloody logical with someone who's done 50 years or so, or 25 years, or how many years it is of research into something. This is an important point about perception. One of the greatest ways that humanity is controlled is by the suppression of the sense of the possible.
Alright, welcome to the show. This is Axiom series, The Underlying Truth on WDYTN. And welcome. And I am your host, Mr. Wild Bill, the one and only, the original Mr. Wild Bill. I am so wild, they have to call me Mr. And today is Friday, August 25th, 2023 at 2:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, as you can see, we are looking at a story that I found on my news feed here about Carlos Santana going on a rant on a concert, apparently, of about trans agenda. And this is what the article reads. This is how the article reads. Carlos Santana's fans and detractors took to social media to react to everything he had to say. One person applauded the singer, writing on X, formerly Twitter, "More celebrities need to stand up and fight the transgender." Another said he may have outed himself from music awards because of his stance, but at least he's using his voice for something he believes in. Respect, absolutely. Those who didn't agree with him used more colorful language and called him an array of vulgar four-letter words. Of course, because they don't know any other words, apparently. One person who claimed to have attended the concert slammed the artist on Reddit. The quote, "The worst part is most people around me were applauding his garbage sermon," one person wrote. Another said of the rant, "It was very uncomfortable, especially the guy shouting amen throughout." Well, well, that's a pretty interesting article. So I went onto X and I looked at some of the posts, and this is the one I saw from Broadcast Utopia. And Broadcast Utopia says Carlos Santana goes on anti-trans rant during New Jersey concert, quote unquote. When God made you and me before we came out of the womb, you know who you are and what you are. A woman is a woman and a man is a man, unquote. He may have outed himself from music awards because of his stance, but at least he's using his voice for something he believes in, respect. And I agree with the respect part about that. Now let's have a look at some of these replies here. Still at large responded with, "Science is not anti-trans," and that is absolute truth on that, man. Good for you for saying that. Bobby Bison said, "Speak, bravo. Oya koyo como va means hear how it goes." Right on. Good one. OGB 619 says, like he needs any more accolades or awards. Indeed. Because you see, this man, Carlos Santana, he's a musical genius, and he inspired generations of guitar players, man. And he had a lot, so he has lots of impact and a lot of influence. Right on. Good one, Baby Bison. I mean OGB, I mean. Then we move to Jazzy Mom. The Jazzy Mom says he should probably mind his own damn business and let folks live as they wish. If they aren't harming you, why is it your concern? He must have unresolved issues since he's so triggered by seeing trans folks. Well, tell you the truth, Jazzy Mom, that's what those on the right have been telling you, to mind your own damn business, because that's what you should do, mind your own damn business. Because everybody has an opinion, man. Everybody has an opinion and has a right to speak it. The thing about Santana, he earned his respect. He earned his time to speak his opinion on these issues. He's an inspiration and a motivator for in the music industry, because you see, there's a lot to be said about the trans agenda. And then Bob McCardle. Where's Bob McCardle? Bob McCardle says, "How dare he express his opinion?" Well, we'll get into that later about expressing opinion. He dares because he earned it, man. He he earned his respect and earned his time to speak his opinion, man. You know? And then Detroit Breakdown says, "Oh, at Santana Carlos, you ducked up this time. So disappointed. Why did he fuck up? Why did he fuck up? I don't understand that tweet. Like how did he fuck up? I don't get it. Why shouldn't he speak his mind and his heart on it? I mean, what have any of us done we to speak our opinion? We're human beings just like him. That's equality. Is not what we all fight for? Equality, free country, free thinking. Goes along with free speech and expressing yourself. I don't think he fucked up at all. Myself. Now comes the part. Now comes the part of the underlying truth on things. In that article I saw in the newsfeed, it said, quote, more celebrities should speak out and fight against the trans agenda. I don't know if that's necessary to fight against it or to speak out for it either, man, because I'm very confused about this trans agenda stuff. I really am. So if somebody would educate me, because this is the underlying truth part of it, of stuff, the axiom of it, yeah, the self-evident truth, the underlying truth about it. Because if somebody would educate me on this, I don't see any law, policy, agenda against trans people or the LGBT community. I really don't see it. Maybe because I'm not part of it. You know what I mean? But part of that trans agenda is to shove it down people's throats. That's what I see. Shove it down people's throats. You know? And that's not right either. Because those in that community want everybody to celebrate and affirm their lifestyle and who they are. Well, who's affirming mine? Who is celebrating my lifestyle? I am a straight man. I don't see anybody celebrating my lifestyle. So why should I celebrate yours or affirm yours when you're not willing to give me that same respect and affirm mine and celebrate mine? Because I'm not cis nothing. I am a man. I was born a male. And that's who I am and what I am. Has nothing to do with you and your lifestyle or me encroaching into your life. So why encroach into mine? Why try to enforce? Why try to force people to continually celebrate you or affirm yours? Because we're all humans. We're all human beings, man. We all have the same love of life, same concern, same goals in life, same. That doesn't make us different. Just because you live a lifestyle different from mine, it doesn't make me wrong. It doesn't make you right, and vice versa. So So why try and shove it down people's throats? Because what I see in this LGBTQIA plus agenda and this transgender stuff is supporting the idea of killing babies after birth. I just want to agree with that. Because I find that very wrong. Like abortion itself. If you wanted to abort a fetus, well, go ahead, man. Like, really. But to kill a baby after birth, that's infanticide, or whatever it's called. Killing a baby. That's what you're supporting. I don't support that. So why should I support you in that? I see sexualization of children. These drag shows put in front of children. This idea of teachers doing the end around of parents to condition school-age children that they're trans, to get them onto these gender-affirming care stuff. I don't agree with that either. Why should I celebrate that? Why should I affirm that? Because there's nothing of my life or my lifestyle or who I am that you're celebrating or affirming. So I don't have to affirm yours. I don't have to celebrate yours. Because so far what I see, we are different in our thinking, but we are the same where it counts. We are human beings with the same loves and the same fears and the same goals and the same, you know? So with that, I will say Bama P. See you later. Peace out. And if I trigger somebody, so fucking what?
Or you're lying your ass up. There is no virtual reality. When God made you and me, before we came out of the womb, you know who you are and what you are. Later on, when you grow up and you see things, and you start believing that you could be something that it sounds good, but you know it ain't right. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man. That's it. Whatever you want to do in the closet, that's your business. So I'm okay with that. I am like this with my brother Dave Chappelle.
So controlling the sense of the possible, because if you're doing things out here and you've got the sense of the possible here, then when people like me say this is what's going on, that goes, you're bloody mad, that's not possible, that can't be going on. And the biggest problem is that, and it's not every one of them, by the way. I was talking to one the other day who was very kind of intelligent, involved in all this, but this in general is my experience after 25 years of the perception of the possible of a mainstream bloody journalist. And that's why people who speak the greater truth and have done throughout the period of the media have invariably been ridiculed and dismissed, because that cannot perceive that the possibility that it can be true.